Here we are. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm getting the camera situated, so hang tight. Have you ever thought about... Hi. Hello. Welcome to the stream. We're getting ready for something that we're going to record. And now, I'm setting up, and we're going to build something together. Music that we've been writing the past several streams. I am planning to use that music. Oh, let me turn down the music. Sorry about that. So the music that I've been using, that I've been the music that we've been building, in the past couple of streams, I actually have been talking to my friend MBK Player, and I want to get it set up so that we can make YouTube shorts, about 15 to 25 seconds long of music that goes to a video of a very specific scenario that the music is like a background of, and we're going to make a series of videos that are similar but different settings and different characters, etc. Or it might be the same characters with continuing storylines, but it's still the same thing every time. Every time you think it's going to change, it doesn't. It just resets every time. They call it a sitcom, I guess. But in today's world, a sitcom lasts 15 seconds. A sitcom lasts 15 seconds, okay? That is the world we live in. That is the reality we need to create content in. Let's do it. Until it runs its course. And then when it runs its course, we're going to go back to 4-hour streams. When it runs its course, we're going to eventually go back to 4-hour streams. But then we're going to... you're going to let her cook. And then you let her cook more. Ignition. It's already been ignited. And it takes a while. And it's just always building. But you know it's going to lift off. 3, 2, 1... I mean, the liftoff could have worked better, but at least it lifted off. That's the thing that matters. Not how good you did it. I mean, not how well you did it. Did anybody have like somebody in their life that was like correcting you on every single grammar point? Are we just gonna keep the thing in the shot, I guess? What if I had like an AI that was acting as a camera and I was actually using a VR, like full body VR suit, and I'm actually transmitting a Discord video to an AI that is a camera? So the webcam is actually operated by an AI, even when I go like this. Like, it looks like I'm doing it, but I mean, how can you prove it? Like, because, this is like philosophy here. Um, like, how could you prove it? Like, if I grabbed this thing and moved it, who's to say that that corresponds directly to the camera actually changing? Think about it. Think about it. It's both true and not true. What do they call it? Schrodinger's cat? Here, what would I look like when I look in the mirror? This is what I look like when I look in the mirror. When you guys see me in the mirror, I'm going to show you what I look like when I look in the mirror. Oops. What had happened? Okay. Okay. It looks different. It looks like it's tilted to the side more. Okay. I'm not used to looking in the mirror. I'm not used to looking in the mirror. It looks different on the screen. Like, it's harder to look at the same time because of the different. Like, when I'm watching my face, like, this is what I see. I mean, it's different than when I'm looking in the mirror. When I'm looking in the mirror, it feels different. Right now, it feels really different. Like, I don't know how people do it. How do people look in the mirror all the time? It looks weird. I'd prefer to see what I look like to everyone else. Because then it's like I get to see what they see. And usually people have a better opinion of me than I do. Yeah, so this is like I'm more used, this is a product of my generation. Is we grew up on mirrors and then cameras. So it's like an interesting kind of thing. Yeah, so I have been cooking up some content. Okay? I've been cooking up some content. And I have come to the conclusion that we need to focus our energy on certain things and take away our energy on other things. We need to maximize the things we can control and minimize the things we can't. So that's why we're going to focus more on creating entertainment. What is entertainment? What entertains me? Okay, wait, no, not what entertains me. What entertains other people? I know that. I get it now. So, when I'm around other people, what tells me that people are like comfortable or at the very least being entertained? Because you might be uncomfortable, but you're still entertained. Like someone has like a barbecue and they give you like a burger, but then you don't want to be there, but at least you have a burger. You know what I mean? You know that feeling? You know that feeling? Like leave a comment below if you know that feeling. Leave a comment below. Hi YouTube. Leave a comment below if you are a new subscriber. I want to know. Okay? So if you've recently subscribed but you haven't left a comment, leave a comment under the description below. Maybe click on this video. You know you want to. Hey, what if I get underneath what if I get underneath my my social media? What if I get underneath it? Take a screenshot. 3, 2, 1. Okay. We did it. We posed for the camera. And now we have to do it again like 10 million times. I didn't say one camera. I said the camera. There might be multiple. That's how you get 10 million. And so you want to do that 10 million times. Well, that's going to take some time. But in the meantime, at least you're building something. You got to let her cook. You know that guy, Mayor Wirtz, on OTK Elevated, which is in the live stream title. I should actually be talking about the content that's in the title. Wait, theoretically I am. Because literally you could say that because at any given moment I'm going to be covering OTK Elevated. I just mentioned Mayor Wirtz. And I contacted him on Twitter. I contacted him publicly. And I replied to a tweet with a video. I was in my pajamas. And I went to his Twitter and I replied to a video to his like going live stream like yesterday or the other day. And I made a video and he's like, "Oh, thank you for the video reply, Rebecca." Like, and I'm like, "Oh, he responded with another video." And that was so cool. I thought that was so cool. Like, I thought it was so cool that he responded with another video. I wonder who else responded with a video. Imagine if like we went through a whole conversation with video and then it eventually just became a live stream because we're like, why are we doing this on Twitter with like 15-second videos? Why don't we just like get on Discord with webcams and then do a live stream, which is so easier. Instead of like doing, oh no, but then you get less clout. Oh, I get it. Yeah, because if you're going to be on Twitter, okay, you need to know that as long as you keep the thread going, your name's going to get mentioned more often because every time you refresh the thread, it pushes it out into the algorithm and then people retweet it more and it just keeps going. So if you just keep a conversation going on Twitter, you're good. But you need to direct that Twitter audience to something. So that's why you have super follows on Twitter. But I don't trust Twitter for monetization at all. You want to get them to your YouTube. That's where you want everything to live. Because YouTube's going to make you some money. Okay? And there is, more importantly than YouTube making you money, they're going to keep making you money. It doesn't matter how much money they're making you. They are going to last. Do you understand? ABC or Alphabet, Alphabet, which owns Google, which owns YouTube, like Alphabet. They're the winner, okay? They're the winner of the internet age, okay? You need to understand. Oh wait, this just in. Google is no longer the winner. Well, Google's no longer the winner, but Alphabet still is. Okay, moving on. Oh, this just in. Alphabet disbanded. They just all voluntarily left and don't exist anymore. Oh, oh, but the new company also stopped. Oh, and then the company that replaced that also stopped. Oh, wait. So, God damn it. Now I don't know. Like, now I don't know, like, if it's ever going to happen. Because, like, it might always just be someone, like, starting and then stopping and then starting and then stopping and then starting and stopping. When's it going to be, like, starting and then, pew, like, start going? Huh? I need to get better camera angles. I need to get better depth. I need to get a different setting for my live stream. One day I'm going to pull an Asmin. I'm just going to push. And you're going to see like a completely different Twitch setup. In fact, it's going to be a live event and like S-Fan is going to be there. I hope. Dude, S-Fan is like... He's like like... He's a nice guy. Seems. I mean, his image. I'm talking about image only, okay? Who cares about anything else? Okay? This is video. This is literally images connected, strewn together. Images sewn together infinitely, basically, with audio files over it. For all eternity. That's where YouTube comes in handy. But if you're not making video content, then what are you going to do? What are you going to do? If you're not making video content, there's other platforms. If you make audio, you might want to consider Bandcamp. If you create albums and you're like a, like you're like a, what do they call it? Licensed? Or something like that? I think you have to buy like a $2 license every 10 years. Or something. I can't pay that every 10 years. I need $2. Oh, but what if you actually do need $2? I have a $2 bill, and it's legal tender. So as long as you have a $2 bill. Did you ever get one of those in the mail? So what is this about the United States Postal Service, where they deliver things that we send to each other? At what point does it just become fully automated, and it's literally just robots sending letters to other robots that then send a letter to another robot and then send another letter to another robot. And it's just humans aren't even using the mail anymore at some point. I think that's going to happen at some point. And that has been another Rebecca Take. If you like this kind of content, make sure to like and subscribe. But remember, leave a comment down in the description below. Or else you'll get banned. No, you're not going to get banned. Don't worry. Only if you don't click on one of these. Rebecca, you're so scandalous. Oh, well, that's because I'm a mogul genius. Okay? And I've been a mogul genius the whole time. I can never seem to get the camera angle right. The way I want it. I need to be careful about that. Okay? I need to be careful about that. Careful about what, Rebecca? Moving on. Let's go to the next thing. What are we doing next? You have to wait for my hair to grow back. Hey, I go through a lot just to feel like okay with my life. Okay? I think I can handle anything. After going through what I've gone through, and I'm still going through, like, this whole medical process is like nowhere near what some other people have to deal with. Do you understand? Like, there's people who have to go through chemo Okay, this is nowhere near that. This is just a lot of like psychological distress, which is also bad. But like, you know, as far as like taking a toll on your body, like you only get one body. And if you die, like that's it. Okay? But like my brain, yeah, it can snap, and people do spend a lifetime trying to recover from mental illness, but at least you're still alive, right? You know, maybe it's a torturous life. Maybe it's okay. But at least, you know, you get a life. But I think, you know, I don't know. At a certain point, I don't think life is so sacred that you should give up, like you should be tortured for it. Like if somebody's like literally in the hospital and they're dying, and then they're like, "Oh, we can keep you alive if we connect you to this machine, but you can never leave the hospital. Maybe you can live an extra year." Like, would you want to live a whole year in a hospital? I don't think so. So yeah, like if it comes to that, like unless there's hope that I'm gonna recover, like then it's like a coma, like, and we're just holding on to no more information. But I don't know, there's a certain point where it's just like, if there's enough brain death, is it really worth it, you know, that I'm no longer me? But at the same time, I don't know, I just try to take everything one day at a time. I just try to take care of myself the best I can, and that's all any one of us can do. That's all any one of us can do, is we can just spend every single day feeling sorry for ourselves, but still doing nothing to change our lives, or we can take action, which is what I decided to do. Okay, and I took action. Okay, and other people might not like it, other people might not care, people might really support me and love me. So there's all sorts of things going on, and my viewers do not understand 100% of the situation. And there's a lot of viewers who will probably never accept me because they probably saw a certain video of me on the internet and they didn't like it. They thought it was wrong, or it's another thing that they don't understand the full situation of. And they just are very judgmental, and they probably have a lot of mental illnesses, etc., etc. So don't care about internet haters. Okay? Internet haters are people who, think about it. Just think about it for a second. I want you to. I want you to think about what it would take for you to wake up in the morning, go straight to your computer, watch somebody's Twitch stream, and type in something hateful because you don't like that person. Think about that for a second. How much of a loser that person is. Do you understand? This person is doing nothing to improve their life, and instead, this person is rolling out of bed specifically where this person's whole day is dedicated to hating somebody and trying to be as loud as possible about it. That is disgusting. That is mental illness. So I feel sorry for those people. Hopefully they get help. I mean, I got help. If I can get help, you can. You know? And it's, you know, this, it goes way deeper than what I'm going through medically, but at the same time, you know, I would say I'm a success story. And I want to keep it that way. You know what? If I did like a live action, like a live action, Nightmare Before Christmas, I could play Sally. Throat's a bit sore at the moment. Not throat, but like my vocal folds. Um, and I can't put air through them right now. I'm just kind of chilling right now, and we're gonna work on some music, so let me get that loaded. Okay. Um I mean, that's good, right? Yeah, so... Oops, I think I need to get the keyboard ready. Okay. Oh, if I move this here, do you guys see that? Yeah, that's... Oh, wait, you got debated. Your screen isn't broken. Haha! You got debated. Okay, let's set this up for... I need to move the keyboard. Okay. I need to move the camera. I need to move the keyboard back. So I need to move the monitor back. And then I'm gonna have to reposition the webcam really quick. The fuck? Disconnected. Oh. Okay. Oh, do you want me to show me with the piano? Possibly. Okay, let's get it set up. Right now we're just gonna use the mini one. Need to reconnect it. We're reconnecting in a lot of ways. Make sure the modulation's all the way down. Okay. Don't touch any of it. Okay. While you plug it in. Okay. Boots up. Place it down. Okay. Okay, I need my pillow. Okay. Rebecca, what are you doing? She knows what she's doing. Oh, she knows. Oh, she definitely knows. Okay, wait, we're done talking about that. Disconnected. Keep current settings. Okay. Let's get the headphones on. Okay. What am I doing? Okay. Do we need to load it in the preferences? Okay, we got that. Got that. Okay, but I can't hear it. Should we restart it? Let's restart it. There we go. It's working. Okay, what are we going to do? I want to start a new... Let's start a new project. Okay, channel 1. Just do a piano. Okay, let's change keys. I've been in like G Dorian. Or G minor even. Let's do something in C, like... Except, let's do it in C7? C major 7? No, C dominant 7th? No, C minor dominant 7th. C minor 7. Let's do a 9 for 1. Then back to root. Back to 9 for 1. Then we go, how about we invert a little, and then, okay, let go from C to F sharp, okay. But then let's invert it. And then I'm gonna do a, gonna do a 9 on the, okay, and then 9 for 1, and then let's do an E, okay. Oh, let's do a, wanna do a flat 9? Let's do a flat 9. And then let's add a, we're on F sharp, so let's add a B. There we go. Oh my goodness. I'm still trying to learn like the more lower alto. The lower alto is kind of hard. And also the higher soprano is hard. But I can do like the higher alto. There's like a certain range. I'm still working on it. Okay, let's try to do different keys, okay? Like let's record. Yeah, imagine a song like that. Dun, 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 banana, banana. Ah, 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 yeah, going over the break there, like ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, there's like this like little halfway point that you go through where it's like Well, first of all, I'm not even recording that. I'm just recording MIDI. Don't worry. What? Was that even recording? What the hell? What happened? Didn't record any of my piano? Oh, yeah, it did. What? What? Didn't record any of my piano? I specifically... Oh, it's over here. Oh, no, that's... the wrong file? What? Let's save the changes. No, there's... we're on 5. What happened to 4? Okay, let's open it again. Jesus Christ. What is even going on here? Okay. How come it didn't record anything? I armed it. Okay, let's start a new. It has to be no tracks or buses. And we just have insert MIDI track. Wait, this is different. Okay, now it's actually doing it right. Okay, it actually recorded it. Oh, it records over it. Yeah, you want it. If you want to duplicate it. Yeah, okay. That's how you do it. How come this thing moved? It's gonna take me a while to figure this out again, okay? And I was never really quite there to begin with. I pretty much, when I was like a teenager, I opened up Cakewalk Pro Audio 9, my fresh copy, and I installed it, and I just started clicking around. And I had no idea how to make music, and I got frustrated, and I was like, it's nothing like playing trombone in high school. It's like actually really hard. And eventually I just kind of clicked stuff around until it started to sound good. I started playing around with arpeggiation, like the tools to make it arpeggiate. I started to figure out that if I make multiple tracks of the same instrument, and then I like lower the volume, but I offset the notes by like a 16th note or something, that I can create like a reverb. I don't need to do that anymore because now there's like multiple ways to apply reverb. But back then I didn't know anything about anything, and I didn't have all those tools. I just had a Windows 98 computer, you know. Well, later it was a Windows XP, but like I had like a Windows XP computer, right? Like I did have a Linux computer at the time. It was like Red Hat 6 that I installed. I remember there was this helper like in like my middle school like in my like middle school, I was in like a computer club, and I built a computer myself, and I installed Red Hat 6 Linux from one of those big giant textbooks that my dad had with a disk in it, luckily. And I installed Red Hat from the command line. I figured out I couldn't figure out at the time how to use Vim. Well, at the time it was just VI. He literally just installed VI, and I was like, I had no idea how to use it. I just saw a bunch of tildes, and I was like, what is this? Like, how do I type? I didn't know that you had to press the key first. It's like I for like input. I guess, I don't know. Or you press A to type after where your cursor is, or whatever. Shift A or whatever, I think, puts it to the end of the line. Yeah, there's like a whole bunch of cool tools you can use. Vim input is probably like my favorite because I got used to it. Like when I got older, I was in my 20s. I started um I started learning how to use Vim when I was installing Arch Linux. I tried installing Gentoo, but it didn't work out quite well. And then I also read that on SSD cards, because the laptop was SSD, that you really don't want to be using Gentoo, because it's like, what it does is it constantly, it builds, it compiles your software from source code every time. The useful part of that is that you can customize. If you end up customizing your software a lot, like if you know that your certain software you use, you added a feature yourself or something like that because you modified the source code before you compiled it, you can do that very easily on Gentoo, because it's more like basic kernel that you built yourself or whatever. Like if you just build from the kernel and you just start out with a command line and you install like a package manager, so you could use like, what was that called? I forgot. It doesn't matter. So I need to like, okay, how come it's recording now? Okay, first of all, I need to make a folder. Chords. And we're going to build chords. That's what we're going to do. Track folder. Audio. No, it's not supposed to be inside of it. Okay. How come I can't select chords? Now how come... Oh. There we go. That's what I wanted it to be. Okay, we're going to build chords. How come it's not counting in? Is that only a settings project file? A set? Two measures. Oh, and I also want to change this. Want to do something in E? Okay, do a 6 and what is going on here? Is it recording over something? Oh, is that what I recorded earlier? There we go. I think that might be useful. Remember, control space. If I do control space, I need to refill my water. Okay, we've been live for about an hour. Today is Monday, April 8th, 0508, so September 23rd. I meant 2023. Okay. So 2023, 0508, Monday at 8:42 in the morning. How is everybody today out in YouTube land? I bet you're thinking to yourself, what is the weather like today? Well, I'm sorry. Unless I can get some kind of API that can magically work with your YouTube and as an extension that could load your local weather on top of my video, and I can magically respond to that in real time. How about like I create a like website that people can go to and they just click on it and it sends me a donation, and then it asks me to look at the weather for like a specific region of the country or something. Like, let's look at the weather for the northeastern region. Here we have going into Maine, and then California somehow magically exists on the northeastern region. We don't know what they did. It probably had to do with something in the water that they put in the water, and it made the frogs gay. Okay, so we all know that conspiracy was real. We all know that. Okay, that's a fact. These things are facts. These are verified. They are documented. It is a part of the fabric of history. Okay? Part of the fabric of history is that people have created these documents with one purpose in mind: to create confusion. Because with confusion comes love, and with love comes killing, and with killing comes conquering, and then you can conquer the world. That went in a different direction than you thought it did, didn't you? Do you suffer from thinking things go a certain direction, but they end up going a different direction? Because what I said was perfectly logical and reasonable. There's no possible way. You must have ADHD. Do you remember the color of the car that I mentioned in chapter 2 when I was reading, and then I mentioned a random anecdote? What was the color of the car? If you answered anything but metallic blue, then you have ADHD. So 3 people walk into a bar, and then they get turned away because they're already drunk. And then they'd say, oh, they let us out because, like, they're discriminating against me. But really, they just discriminate against you because you're drunk. That's discriminatory, if you really think about it. If you really think about it. They're like, hey, you're going under, like, you're having a heart attack. You can't order a quadruple, double, triple, quadruple cheeseburger with extra cheese, extra mayonnaise, extra eggs, added on top, extra bacon, everything that's going to clog your arteries, we're going to give it to you, even though you're literally having a heart attack in our store. But you're like, oh, that's okay. These happen all the time. And then they're like, okay, give me my burger. Like, would you ethically feel like you should allow this service to proceed? Like, more than likely, you're gonna be like, no, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to go somewhere else because you have the right to refuse service. I don't know. This customer's always right thing came about like in the early 1900s, and even then, it wasn't very popular because people are like, well, there's really unruly customers who like want free stuff and they'll like break stuff and then they don't get what they wanted. They say exactly what they want and then you give them what they want and then it's not what they wanted and then they complain and then they come back and they demand a refund and suddenly you have to go through all this fucking energy just to deal with one customer. Or you could just say no. You just say go home. I mean, you don't have to stay here. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here, you know? If someone comes in rolling into a bar, dirt stinking drunk, okay, you have like a responsibility to say no to that person when they order alcohol. So, you know, like, and you don't even know if they're driving. If they're driving, like, you're gonna have to like call the police. Like, I mean, take their keys. I think a barkeep is actually. I don't know if a barkeep is literally legally allowed to take someone's keys. Is that like a thing? I mean, is that part of having a liquor license? Does that come with it? Who knows? If you know, let me know in the comments below. Why am I not in full screen? Let me know in the comments below. See, I can't actually look at myself while I'm looking at the camera. So it's like kind of weird. Because if I look at myself here, it has to be like directly on me. Like. It's kind of creepy. It's kind of creepy. It's like my eyeballs. They're like all darting back and forth. They're like all like schizophrenic. Dude, eyeballs are creepy. They remind me of like eyeballs remind me of like, you know, the Eye of Mordor. Like it's just like this like I picture like this eyeball with all these muscles that are really tight, stretched as tight as possible, and they're all like stretched at the same time. Like that's what I think of when I think of eyeballs. Um, I wrote some chords. I didn't really. I'm still working on this. Okay, I'm still working on this. I think I did enough for today. I need to take some rest. I need to take care of myself. Have breakfast. Okay, I might go live later. So, stay tuned. If you like this sort of content, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you want to see when next time I upload a video, hit that bell icon. Bye.